Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are on Thursday, February 22nd. I thought we'd take a look at Carvana with earnings coming up, see where it might hit some support or resistance based on the reaction to earnings. And so I got those on the chart here. I do want to start off by saying that even though we're going to talk about some big stretches up and down price-wise, it could certainly just go sideways. So just always keep that in mind, that is certainly a possibility. Okay, so if Carvana pushes, let's do the bull case scenario first. This nearest in level that I have is 52.15. So if it can stretch above and beyond that, or at least secure that, confirm it as support. 56.80 is the next level up that I see, 63.66, 67.67, and then I actually scrolled left and picked up a few more, 73.01 and 97.70. Now certainly, especially between that like 73 and 97, but this goes for all of these. There are some more granular levels in between these, but I tried to pick out what I felt were the strongest ones, without cluttering up the chart too much. So that's sort of the line I'm trying to walk here. Now if it does pull back, pull down, 46.02 is the nearest and strong level I see. You do have a few candles in here recently, right? We're on this $48 level, stretching up to 49. So maybe somewhere in that 48, 49 area, you could see some initial support as well. But certainly if it gets cut hard, then we could see just sort of like a significant drop. 46.02, 41.55, and then 37.53. So that's basically covering from 37.53 up to 97.70, and several levels in between. Now in the think or swim side of things, no trigger and fire happening right now on the TTM squeeze indicator. There was one recently which just sort of netted zero basically, a small gain, but not sort of the huge outsized move that you look for from a trigger and fire. You see that more so here where it triggered and fired, and that brought the price from the mid 30s all the way up over 60. So that's the kind of move you're looking for with a real trigger and fire. So maybe, after the dust settles from earnings, maybe at some point in the future here we get price consolidating around the mid-range of the channel, which is what we saw here, and it start to re-trigger and refire. Oftentimes, if a trigger and fire doesn't yield much on a re-trigger and a refire, especially if the setup is along the mid-range of the channel, sometimes that will yield the result that you're looking for. Otherwise, it was hanging out low to mid-range of the channel for a while, got a little push up, couldn't really break and hold the upper bound of the channel, so now it's been pushed back down to the mid-range again. So it's in, just sort of the easiest spot that it could be in heading into earnings, where it's just situated mid-range to the channel, has recently spent a little time below the mid-range, a little time above the mid-range, and is settling there, sort of awaiting and anticipating earnings and seeing what that's going to bring. So obviously that's just, it gives it strong potential in either direction, which it would have anyway on a catalyst such as earnings, regardless of where it is in the channel. But I will be interested to see if it does break to the upside or the downside. If it gets out of the channel in any way, shape, or form, that then gives us the potential to try to sort of target the potential pullback area and see where things might situate there. So could be some interesting sort of like aftermath versus this initial reaction, depending on where things go. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week has been going well, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.